What's up, everybody? Demo Aurelius. Um, haven't gotten back to work yet. Just got back. Had to do some caregiver daddy daycare type of shit yesterday, and uh, yeah, we have some interesting news. Shouts out, I saw this morning. Thank you, TK Garage, for your post, the video that you displayed that the president of this country, I think he's going to go ahead and go with that whole getting rid of smog thing. He's been saying it for a while. I brought it up to a couple of people. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Okay, if you say so. But, he did showed the whole, I guess, press conference. And had a few automakers. And it appears that we're going to have somewhat like key cars coming here. And if you know anything about key cars, Mazda had the AZ1. I forgot what they called the damn thing. We're going to get some like Honda Beats almost, other little boxy things that they have on Gran Turismo, and a few of the other things that they have out there in Japan. Ford was saying they're going to try to make one. And yeah, so I was looking the other day, and some of the Mazdas, like the Mazda 3 and CX-5, they'll be coming down in price. I saw a couple of them were saying 2026 was going to be like, instead of the 35, 32, 40,000 plus that the CX-5s are coming down. The Mazda 3s are going to be like 25-ish starting, because they were like 26 almost, but MSRP and all the damn extras they want to add on, like lug nuts for $170 when you can go get a whole set for, $50 or whatever. Anyhow, Sim Racing Corner did the video on the SimNet e-brake, and I go to him, watch a lot of his videos. Couldn't remember the name of his channel. He's got I think SimCat or whatever it is, the black and white tuxedo cat, in a couple of his videos. But yeah, she's got a few more wax needed to go to her, so I'm going to do that later on this week. Didn't get a chance to go get the bolt that I needed for the shock, but yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. So there's a quite possibility that my fat girl's going to be here. Yeah. And once we start getting things together, I'm going to try to pay this off to JD. But yeah, we got to start. I got to go get some more hardware because I can't find a few of them. They fail. I don't know if it's under here, because the car has shifted from being all the way straight from here all the way over. But yeah, we're happy. We're in a good mood today. We're in a very good mood. Haven't taken my meds in over a week and a half, so about a week and a half. Head is not pounding because I took Excedrin earlier this morning. I'm going to have to take another one in about an hour and a half from now, close to 2 hours, because I could feel the onset coming, because this is like pulsing type of headache. But gotta get some more paint. I gotta get some primer so I can hit this hood again, sand some of this down. I gotta get some body filler. I still have some in Florida, but I'm not going to go anytime soon, not to my knowledge. I gotta be here until at least February before I can go back to Florida to do anything. So until then, I'm just here. I did check out the new Gran Turismo update, the Spec 3. I think it's 1.65 is the new update. They have that power pack thing. I don't think I'm going to get it. I mean, it's interesting. My brother loves it because he's serious about it. He gets in and does the races and everything. there's like only two cars in there that I'm interested in. One is an 86 Corolla 11. Looks like the roller cage is already in there. Looks like it's damn near a drift spec. But yeah, $30 to get a halfway realistic, but you gotta pay for it. It's almost going to be like Project Motor Racing, I guess, where my brother was saying that you had to pay for a flight and then you do the race and whatever. So my thing is, I've got 22 million, well, 21 plus 700 and whatever, because I bought 3 FTOs, built them. I bought that damn Renault, if you're American, and how we pronounced it back in the fucking 80s, Renault, but it's Renault, French. The F1, the minivan, and what's the other damn car that they have? You buy all 3 of those and you get a special gift. Ended up buying that, what is that? Not the J2000, it's the Jaguar race car, and they gave me the free little 20 mil race car, the old school one from the 60s, or it might be the late 50s, I don't know. Anyway, they gave me those. I didn't try them, but I did try that the FTO, built one. I was going to do another one, but I'm going to wait, get some more money, because when I do the next one, it's going to have to swap. So I'm going to probably buy one more of those and have that one as my completely stock one. I did one that's basically all naturally aspirated NA power. I'm going to do one that's bugged the hell out with the turbo stock, instead of doing the swap. But everything's going to be built to the tilt, so that's going to be damn near $1 million worth of freaking everything on the damn car. But it's interesting. It's interesting what's all coming to play. So yeah, with what the president was saying, I'll be able to get Roxy back out here. And the reason why my car is named Roxy, it's not because it's RX-7, so he named it Roxy. No, the Police Roxanne song came on, and the car woke up, even though when I picked it up from the shop, they had the leading coil, both on the front rotor, trailing coil back on the back second rotor, boom, 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 instead of bang, bang, because leading is for lower, trailing is for top. But yeah, she picked the hell up because, got over 3,500 RPM, and the trailing coil kicked in and was running halfway decent until she flooded like the next day. Learned how to do the deflooding process online via the forums. And if you're not part of the forums on any car that you get, especially if you're doing any kind of high performance or trying to figure out anything about your car, hop on the forums. I can't stress that enough. You might get torched, you might get trolled because you don't know because you're finally getting into a car. Because when I had my Subaru, I had a 96 Brighton GC6 1.8. When I first got into that car, didn't have a tach, so I wanted to find out how high, shift points and everything. Ended up spinning a bearing after I finally got the damn thing registered, insured, and smogged. But I was going to get another engine, and my old boss tells me that he's selling his RX-7 convertible, which I saw in the parking lot, which happens to be Roxy. And I spent all that money that I had saved up that was supposed to go for the EJ 208. I ended up spending all that money on the down payment on my car, and homeowners association. The reason why I say fuck them, with a hot poker, blindfolded with a cigarette in your mouth so it drops right on their fucking back. Yeah, they towed my Subaru. So if I would have never got the damn RX-7, which, by the way, the FCs were my favorite car since 1987, when they came out with the Turbo 2s in the U.S. Back then, pop-up headlights, intercooler, and a turbo. And then it's a rotary, because a few years earlier, one of my neighbors, or one of the people I knew around the neighborhood, Robbie, rest in peace, he had his FB SA22, the original RX-7. I think he had in 1980, and this would be about 85, 86-ish. He had it ported and everything, and remember loving the way the damn thing sounded. And he popped the hood and was letting me look at the engine. I'm like, what? Where's the rest of it? This damn thing was like the damn size of almost a milk crate. He's like, that is it. So when he revved it, it was like, ooh. So I fell in rotary love with RX-7s ever since then. And then watching, quite a few of the old ones, and got in the cars by watching rallies and, this, that, and the other. And then I think it was Steve Millen, not Millen, Reese Millen's father. He was Reese Millen, if you know anything about the racing world, Kiwis, I believe. He drove the GTO, which is basically a Holden, from the US, is GM product. But he was driving that around in D1. It was blue, yellow, and I think black. Anyway, that's when they started getting really into V8s, and they had what's the other guy's name? The Swede. I forgot what his name is. He had the Viper. These are about 2005, 2004, 2005, 2006. So, about that time when Formula D, before Formula D dropped, it was D1 when they came from Japan. So, getting back on topic, he had I believe it was an all-wheel drive first gen RX-7, and I fell in love with that one. It was, I believe, white with blue, orange, and some other colors. But anyway, yeah, I've always had a soft spot for the rotaries because the way that they sounded were just so magical. And then when I got mines, basically in my mid-30s, I was already trying to get one a few times and couldn't never get it. But it came into focus, and I was able to get one via payments and big down payment, and it wasn't over $5,000. Because every time I tried to find an RX-7 in the 90s, they were over $5,000, and I didn't have the money to get it, or nobody wanted to take payments. But got a few things to do with this. Kind of knock out some dents, especially that there, and this here, so the hatch actually close. And then whatever else is going on under here, which I really got to get it on a rack. And unfortunately, we don't have any shops out here that have racks where you can rent. Quite a few years ago in LA they did, but that's damn 80 plus miles away from here. So yeah, I just got to get it to a shop so I can get them to yank the hole back in, get it halfway straight, or at least straightened up. So, but yeah. I can't tell because I only drove one race with my one of my Skylines. It was at the new track, one of the new tracks. I forgot which one it is. It felt like they changed the physics. I don't know, because I'd have to go on a normal track that I normally drive it on. But other than that, the update it's okay. I was going to get the mines, but I wasn't going to spend $3 million, not with me just spending basically $6 million in credits on all those other cars and building them up so I can win like a fourth of what I just spent. So, anyhow, probably Monday, Sunday, Monday, or next week, I'll get back to doing some work to this because I'm going to go see my son tomorrow, which is Saturday. Today's Friday. Yesterday was the 4th, aka when we get our updates for Gran Turismo. But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm going to have to pull a lot of this stuff out, do some cleaning. I got to pull out the driver's seat, do some adjustments because sitting in the driver's seat, even though the seats are tall, it feels like it's uncentered, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, good things are coming soon. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video because, what is it? 16 minutes. I thought it was like 6 minutes I've been talking, but I've been jaw-jacking long enough. And I'll let you guys get on to your day. So I'm going to do a couple of things while I'm out here and figure out a couple of more things. I got to look some stuff over. I took my owner's manual, was looking for something and couldn't find it. Spec-wise, I definitely got to find out a whole bunch of other things that I can't find. So, you know, Haynes manual, it really is a touch and go with it. They don't tell you much. I want to try Chilton's or need to get actual factory service manual because, you know, the factory service manual tells you a hell of a lot more. But I will still always go to an S4 chassis instead of an S5. S5 has too much electronics. Your oil metering pump goes out, they'll throw you in limp mode. You have this, that, and the other issues, you possibly go into limp mode. Here, you don't have to worry about limp mode from a damn oil metering pump. You can just block it off and keep force feeding it premix. But other than that, we're having a good day. And that's almost a rarity for me to at least be in a good mood and smile. So, yeah, that whole TK Garage, you know, his video, thank you once again, sir. It made me happy because I just want to drive out there, you know, top down, boost up. In 2011, the president with the damn star smog where they check everything, they ruined everything. And you can't find people that are small cars for under $500 nowadays. And I'm not spending that much money just to drive a freaking car, especially when you have registration, insurance, gas, which is over $4. It's not feasible, not for me. And then I have to use 91 octane or plus, and you know, that's over $5. And I can't use the cheap Arco or Walmart gas. I'd have to use 76 Chevron. That car hated Texaco, so you know, there's only few gas stations I could take my RX-7, my personal RX-7, my convertible. So yeah, it's 18 minutes. Let me shut my ass up and let you guys get on with your day. So in the words of Sugar Free, be good at it. Wash your hands, drink you some water, go out in the sunshine, or go outside, get you some air. Sunshine is important, evidently. It kind of helps regulate moods as well. So you guys stay safe. Peace.